Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope that all of you are good and doing well. Thank you so much everybody for watching these lecture videos. Let's start a discussion on retailing. This session objectives includes what is meant by retailing, that is definition and concept of retailing, explain the dimension by which retailers can be classified, then describe the major types of retail operations. These are the three main objectives of this session. Now we'll move to the definition of retailing. In general, retailing is the last stage of the business process in a business. Retailing involves selling product or services to customers for their non-commercial, individual or family use or for household purpose. Now simply all the activities directly related to the sale of goods and purchase all the activities directly related to the sale of goods and service to the ultimate consumer for personal non-business use is known as retailing. From the retail point, customer may purchase in loose quantity or in smaller units. So we can say that retailing refers to the last stage of business activity from where customer may purchase goods in smaller units. So these are different definition of the retailing. Next we will move to the different dimension of the retail operations. Now broadly, retailing can be classified based on retail establishment, and there are four types of retailers: ownership based retailing, then product line based retailing, service retailing, then location based retailing. Now we'll go one by one. Again I am repeating that retailer are usually classified on the basis of ownership based retailing, then number of product line handled by the retailer, then third is service versus goods mix in the retail strategy category, then finally non store based retailing. These are the four major category of the retail business operations. Now we'll go through the classification of the ownership based retailing or classification of retailers by form of ownership. Now by form of ownership there are 6 types of retail format again we'll discuss, and that is based on the ownership retailing business format may be categorized. Now first is chain retailers. Chain retailers own several retail outlets. The various retail outlets have centralized decision making for procurement and other activities, and this chain retailer business format will have same kind of merchandising policy throughout all their retail outlets, having branding and then product and same throughout all retail location. Moreover, they will have a proper billing system, then HR policies is, and retailer will have more than one retail chain in their business format. Now after this we'll go through the examples also. Next we have franchising. Franchising is a contractual and legally binding agreement between the franchisor and a franchisee. The franchisor gives the franchisee the right to do business using the trademark, trade name, product or service of franchisor. The franchisee pays an initial amount to the franchisor and also pays a fixed portion of the monthly income on sale to the franchisor. A license or a franchisee agreement is laid down with specification bindings on the two parties. Next we'll discuss independent retailer. Independent retailers own a single retail unit. Here one individual will be the head of the business and the person will be responsible for the activities like procurement, then storing, then selling, then collecting payment. All these prime responsibilities will be carried out by one person, that is individual owner of the business. The person may have one or two or three, four sub-staffs, but all the activities will be carried out by the single owner of the retail shop. Then we have lease department retailing. In the lease department retailing, retailing based on ownership can also take the form of lease department. A portion of store is taken on lease by a retailer. Rent for this is paid to the store owner. Or in other words, we can say big retailers give a small portion or small space in their retail house on lease to other small retailers to do business. Then vertical marketing retailing. In the vertical marketing retailing, business takes place in a hierarchy way, like manufacturer, wholesaler, retailer, then consumer. This kind of business format basically exists in FMCG sectors or in automobile sectors. Say for example, automobile dealers, personal car dealers, two-wheeler dealers, like it will be from manufacturer to customer, and in between there will be middlemen like wholesaler, dealer, stockist, retailer. This kind of retail business format. Then another type of ownership based retailing is consumer cooperative. Consumer cooperative are the retail outlet owned and operated by a group of consumer. This is basically the classification of the retailer based on the ownership. Now we will go through the example of these retailers. Now can you think about the examples of this format of retailing? Like first we will go through the example of the independent retailers. Independent retailers examples are like stationery shops, grocery shops, of vegetable sellers, fish sellers, and chain retailers are like Pantaloons, Shoppers Stops, Big Bazaar, Bazaar Kolkata, then Vishal Mega Mart. These are known as chain retailers. Then franchisee retailing like for instance McDonald's, then Domino's, Pizza Hut, KFC. This then any two-wheeler dealer, four-wheeler dealers comes into this retail format category. Then lease department. Lease department, any big retailers, even Big Bazaar, they may give a small portion of their retail shop on lease to other small retailers for doing business, like fuchka selling in front of a big retail shopping mall or inside the shopping mall, or vegetable selling, like these things. Then vertical marketing as I said earlier, like any FMCG product which is available in the retail shop, like any kind of biscuit, like from manufacturer, goods are coming to wholesaler, from wholesaler to retailer. These types of retail format is known as vertical marketing units. Then consumer cooperative examples are like Amul India or in Gumoti Dairy in Tripura. These are example of the ownership based retailing. Next we will move to the extent of product line handled by the retailers. Now in this category there are also five category of retail types. These are specialty stores, department stores, discount stores, supermarket, hypermarket. Now first we will discuss specialty stores. Specialty stores target a small selective segment of the market and offers a wide range of product for selection in the same product line. These stores employ personnel with some knowledge of the product line. For example, Health and Glow stores are specifically specialty stores offering health solution to consumer through Ayurvedic products. Then coming to the department store. Department store have a large collection of product with quality ranging from average to very good. Department store have a considerably large retail space with separate section for apparel, books, baby care product, then menswear, women's wear. For instance, lifestyle, Shoppers Stops, Pantaloons, Big Bazaar, and so many are example of the department store in India. Now these formats of retail outlet may overlap each other. Like one department store may be considered as a discount store, and discount store may also be considered as department store. Next we will discuss discount store. Discount stores are similar to department stores but offer goods at lower than retail price so as to gain through large volume sale. Middle class and lower middle class people who are price conscious are targeted by discount stores. Big Bazaar, then Cotton County, Spencer's, these are the example of the discount store. Then next we'll discuss supermarket. Supermarket are based on the concept of self-service. In these retail stores, large variety of brands is displayed on shelves to be picked by the customers. For example, Food World is one example of the supermarket. Here in this category we can say Big Bazaar also, or Spencer's. The next, hypermarket. Hypermarket are large supermarket with a shop floor area of 2 to 3 lakhs square foot. It is minimum. It may be bigger than that. Hypermarket stores have a wide variety of household products. Then hypermarket may have different kind of facilities like parking facility, entertainment facility, then food facility like food court, movie theater, parking zone. These are the main area of the hypermarket. For example, Spencer's is one such hypermarket set up by the RPG Group in Hyderabad, or Big Bazaar also can be considered as a hypermarket in Agartala, Tripura. The next third category based on goods and service sold. Third category is based on goods and service sold, or retailing based on the service versus goods retail strategy mix. Either goods or service can be sold through a retail format. Goods retailing involves selling of physical products like mobile phones, pen, wristwatch, any kind of physical products. While in service retailing, consumer pay to get access to a service or do not get ownership. For example, travel agent sell the travel service to customers. Service retailing can be subdivided into rented goods service, then goods and service retailing. Like service retailing can be subdivided into rented goods service, own goods service, and non-goods service. Rented goods service are accessed by payment of a fee and the customer does not have ownership of product. For example, in car rental, customer have the right to use the car only for period for which rent is paid. Owned goods service retailing is a process in which service is provided to customer by service provider who does not own the goods. For example, periodic maintenance service provided by authorized service personnel of any product which is being purchased. For instance, Eureka Forbes for AquaGuard water purifiers giving maintenance service. Then non-goods service retailing. Non-goods service retailing involves providing service through individuals who have expertise in providing the service for a fee. For example, stock brokers, sports trainers, private tutors, etc. provide non-goods service. So this was retailing classification or the types of retailing based on service versus goods retail strategy mix. So broadly there are three categories: goods retailing, service retailing, goods and service retailing. Goods retailing example is given: grocery stores or stationery shops. Then service retailing, travel agency or banking service, courier service, laundry service. Then goods and service retailing, like any goods taking on rent, like AC machine or refrigerator, like these things. Retailing based on location or non-store retailing. Non-store retailing or retailing based on location can be categorized into four types, or major forms of non-store retailing are of four types. Now these are, as I said, automatic vending, direct selling, direct marketing, electronic retailing or e-tailing. Now first we will discuss automatic vending. This is a form of non-store retailing in which salespersons are not involved. Vending machines dispense the goods or to customers. When customers insert a coin or a card in a vending machine, the product or service is delivered by it. For example, a coffee vending machine gives out a specified quantity of coffee when the coin is inserted. Public telephone machines are operated by inserting a rupee coin or telephone card to use the telephone. Then ATM machines installed by different banks, any electronic touchscreen machine where information can be accessed. These are example of the automatic vending retailing. The next is direct selling. In this process, products are sold to customers directly by meeting them at home, office or other non-store locations. For example, companies like Amway, Eureka, Forbes, etc. are involved in direct selling. Even bank are also involved in direct selling. Bank, pharma companies, because their representative visit customers directly and through face-to-face interaction they try to sell the product. Next, direct marketing. In this process, companies provide information about the product to customers through mails, telephone calls, radio or television, and ask them to contact the company directly through telephone, post or email for purchase of the product. For example, Asian Sky Shop or any telebrand shopping like Naptol, they do this kind of direct marketing to the customers. The next is e-retailing. E-retailing is electronic retailing. Electronic retailing like business electronic retailing refers to the process where customer directly purchase the product from different online channels. Say for example from Flipkart, Amazon, on these are example of the electronic retailing. Now we'll go through some example of the non-store retailing like automatic vending machine. You can see here a automatic vending machine and kiosk having products. Then direct selling having face-to-face interaction. Then next is direct marketing, telephone, tele shopping or catalog mailers. Then electronic retailing, e-tailing, like here Yahoo example is given. So Yahoo example is given like Yahoo, Rediff, India Times. This website homepage may have any company's products. Say for example LIC have given advertisement there. So if anybody click on this logo, they will directly visit to the LIC and customer can purchase LIC policy. Okay, like this are coming under the electronic retailing. Then retailing Indian scenario. Now if we say about the retailing Indian scenario, in broadly Indian retail can be categorized in organized sector, unorganized sector. In organized sector, retailers doing business with a systematic business setup like having proper HR policy, merchandising policy, proper business format or same business format throughout the all retail outlets. They will have same logo, branding, positioning throughout the all retail outlets. For examples, Big Bazaars, Shoppers Stops, Pantaloons, Vishal Mega Mart, V2, City Mart. These are example of the organized retailing. And unorganized retailing, in unorganized retailing, independent businessmen headed the business unit, and they may have 1 or 2, 3 sub-staffs, and the independent business owner will handle all the prime activities like procurement, then storing, selling, collecting payment. All will be carried out by 1 or 2 person, and they will have only one store. And examples are like vegetable shops or vegetable sellers, fish sellers, stationery shops, grocery shops, then sweet shops. Now Indian retail business is basically now also dominated by unorganized sector, and if this unorganized sector gets converted into the organized sector, then every transaction may be easily traceable and accountable, and that will help the government, and that will also help the GDP of the country. And uses of the plastic money, say for example debit card, credit card will increase. In Indian scenario, uses of the online payment systems, then debit card and credit card now also are very less. But comparing to developed countries, in developed countries the uses of the plastic money takes place in a very large scale, and that is a good sign. And if organized detailing takes place in a larger scale, that will help to reduce the local level inflation. So spreading of the organized detailing to a certain extent will help the customers in with regards to the price. Now thank you everybody for attending this session. Now I will give you the summary of this session. From retailing we have discussed the definition of retailing, then types of the retailing. In the types of retailing we have discussed broadly 4 category of the retailing. Then within these 4 categories there are few more categories of the retail business formats are there, that also with example we have discussed. Thank you everybody.